In a world that feels increasingly loud and chaotic, hiking offers a much-needed escape. It's not just an activity, it's a chance to step away from the relentless pace of modern life and immerse yourself in a quieter, simpler rhythm. Out here, the distractions of daily life fade away, replaced by the steady crunch of your footsteps and the whisper of wind through the trees. November is a particularly special time for this escape. The Peak District, draped in mist and fog, takes on an almost otherworldly quality. The rolling hills, normally stretching out for miles, are softened and obscured, shrouded in a silvery haze. The mist brings an air of mystery and intrigue, transforming familiar landscapes into something new and unknowable. Though it hides the view, it also brings focus to the here and now, to the ground beneath your boots, the cool air on your skin, and the damp, earthy scent of the trail. Walking through this veiled world reminds you that, despite the overwhelming noise of the world, some things remain steady and unchanging. The seasons continue their timeless cycle as they have for millennia. Leaves fall, streams flow, and the landscape adapts effortlessly to each shift in time. There's a kind of reassurance in that, knowing that while our lives may feel chaotic and uncertain, the natural world carries on, unaffected by our worries and our fears. Hiking also has a way of simplifying things. It strips away the unnecessary, leaving only the essentials: your breath, your steps, and the world around you. There's no need to rush. There's no need to think beyond the moment you're in. This simplicity is a gift, reminding you that sometimes just being present is enough. November, in particular, feels like a time for reflection. The shortening days and cooler air invite you to slow down, to pause and notice the details you might otherwise miss. The way the mist clings to the hillsides, softening the jagged edges of the landscape. The way droplets form on branches, catching the pale light. The way the silence out here isn't empty, but full of life. There's a quiet strength in nature that's easy to overlook. Trees shed their leaves, not out of weakness, but as part of their preparation for the months ahead. The forest and the hills endure, as they always have. It's a reminder that we too are capable of adapting and enduring. The challenges we face, no matter how overwhelming they might seem, are just part of our own seasons of growth and change. In the stillness of a hike, you realize how small your worries become against the vastness of the natural world. The misty hills, the hidden valleys, and the ancient paths. They've been here long before us and will remain long after. There's something deeply humbling in that realization. It reminds us that while our lives may feel all-encompassing, we are just one small part of a much larger story. And yet, it's in that smallness that we find comfort. Hiking offers a space to reflect, to reset, and to reconnect with something bigger than ourselves. Out here, the world feels simpler, more grounded. The steady rhythm of your steps, the sound of your breath, and the quiet of the hills create a sense of peace that's hard to find anywhere else. As the season continues its slow shift towards winter, there's a beauty in the impermanence of it all. The vibrant colours of autumn fade, the days grow shorter, and the landscape settles into a quieter state. But even in this transition, there's a sense of continuity. The mist may hide the view, but it reveals something deeper, a focus on the immediate, the tangible, and the now. Hiking through the Peak District in November, with its fog-draped hills and muted tones, feels like stepping into a moment suspended in time. The challenges of life, the uncertainty of the future, all feel more manageable when seen through the lens of the natural world. Like the forest and the hills, we can shed what no longer serves us and prepare for what's ahead. And as you return from the trail, carrying the stillness of the hills with you, you realize that hiking isn't just an escape, it's a way to come back to yourself. It's a reminder that, no matter how chaotic the world may seem, there is always a place of quiet, of permanence waiting to welcome you back. So, take the time to walk among the foggy hills, to breathe in the crisp November air, and to listen to the whispers of a world that moves at its own steady pace. Because here, in nature, you'll find not just an escape, but a sense of belonging, and the quiet reassurance that, like the seasons, you too are part of something timeless. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the misty hills and autumn trails. If you enjoyed this reflection on nature and hiking, please consider subscribing for more. Your support helps keep these moments alive. Until next time, take care, be well, and may you always find peace on your path.